President Biden informed Congress on Monday that he will end the twin national emergencies for addressing COVID-19 on May 11th, nearly 3 years after they were first declared. The move would formally restructure the federal coronavirus response to treat the virus as an endemic threat that can be managed through agency's normal authorities. Among other changes, this sunset, combined with a drawdown of most federal relief money, would shift the development of vaccines and treatments away from the direct management of the federal government. The Food and Drug Administration also said today that the coming end of COVID-19 public health emergency declarations will not have a significant impact on its work with emergency vaccines and treatments. The agency said that it will still have the ability to authorize tests, treatments, or vaccines for emergency use. And here's the latest from the Wall Street Journal. Most people would get one COVID-19 shot annually, as they do with the flu shot, under the FDA latest proposal for simplifying the nation's COVID-19 vaccine procedures. The FDA also proposed that people getting vaccinated for the first time receive vaccines that target both Omicron and the original strain of the coronavirus. So life is really getting back to normal, Bombo Ninyo, no? You could see from all the television, the sport events na punong-puno ro mga stadiums, no? Ro mga concerts. So life is back to normal. And the good thing is most the vulnerable populations, the mga senior citizens, and those that have immunocompromised, no? Immune systems, they're all fully vaccinated and boosted.
Bombo Greg, so, or ano paro mga nabilin una nga mga restriction sa makaron, no? Una sa Amerika, just like halimbawa abimana una sa California, may mga nabilin pa una nga mga restrictions kamo nga ginasunod so far, like aro mga antigen test nga ra, syempre ro face mask nga ra kasi miskin niya sa Pilipinas waon man da ginasunod, Bombo Greg.
Well, the only requirement is, for example, nagkasuod ka sa clinic o sa hospitals, then you have to wear a mask. Medyo rule na lang nabilin. Lifestyle yung makaroon, medyo pareho ba before the COVID pandemic. So, life is back to normal. Almost 99% probably. Except for mga senior citizens, or mga vulnerable populations ba. Syempre, you have to be careful. Other than that, life is really back to normal.
Daya nga rang pagatapuson nga rang COVID-19 emergency nga ra, ano ro nakasuod ka ra, Bombo Greg? Meaning hay bukod man ano imaw din nga medyo para siya sa Pilipinas nga state of calamity makaroyon, Bombo Greg, para di ba kung state of calamity para makapaguwat mga budget or kwarta, no? Pareho man doon una, Bombo Greg, sa Amerika.
It's exactly like that. Both presidents, Trump and Biden, declared, emergencies, public health emergencies, the COVID-19 pandemic. What it did is it authorized the federal government to lead the fight against COVID-19 and distribute federal funds to states and local governments. And then the states and local governments then take care of them from the local levels. Makaroon na natabo dahil the emergency declarations will end. They will go back to the states and the cities and the counties to take care of their citizens. Medyo matabo makaroon na medyo the flu season ba ang ginatawag? Medyo makaroon na, so instead of just getting vaccinated for the flu, you'll get 2 vaccinations. You also get your vaccination for the latest strain of COVID.
Okay. Bali, sa daya nga nga declaration, kasi 3 years man 3 years man nga una sa state of emergency or national emergency, do do Amerika, kapareho man it Pilipinas. So, matapos yung daya, ano ro ginapananaw kara Bombo Greg nga magiging epekto like abi una sa Amerika may epekto ay handa sa ekonomiya. Syempre once nga pag hinambang natong Amerika, pag hinambang nanda nga nag-stop na andang COVID-19 health emergency, may epekto ay handa una sa Amerika, and of course may epekto man ay handa sa bilog karon nga pungso, sa bilog nga kalibutan Bombo Greg, kasi said man naton ro iba nga mga bakuna ginadonar it Amerika sa iba nga mga nasyon Bombo Greg.
Practically speaking, no, for about a year now, life in the U.S. has gone back to normal. The only exception, I think, is Chinese nationals that are coming from China. And the Biden administration has required them to have a recent COVID test, no, before they could enter the country. But other than that, there's no more requirement for a negative COVID test before you could enter the country. So everything's back to normal. You don't need a COVID test to get on the plane. You don't need a COVID test to leave, to fly out of the country. So it's really back to normal. Like when you go to grocery stores, hardly the only people wearing masks are like the elderly, no? Or like children. It's almost back to normal. The elderly is still distancing themselves, the senior citizens. But other than them, most people are like back to normal because, you know, most people have been vaccinated. So the threat to them is pretty low.
I see. Pero wala man, hindi maapektuhan kara Bombo Greg ro ekonomiya abimana ita Amerika in case nga tapuson daya nga ra. Or mas pagid nga ni nga maganami ro ekonomiya at Amerika kara.
Mas kamayad pa ro economy at US dahil siyempre whatever remaining regulations no ay mabuulan no ma-terminate yun. It would be like similar to life before the COVID-19 pandemic.